I'm Eric.
I'm Spencer.
And we're reviewing
Return to PopoloCrois, a story of seasons Fairytale. This is a 3DS game. It's an RPG, and it's a sequel, sort of, to the PSP game PopoloCrois.
PSP.
Yeah.
All right.
Quite a hearkening. It's kind of surprised this game even got made.
So the 3DS looks as good as the PSP?
You know what? I actually never played the PSP release.
All right.
It's one I passed over, and I'm gotta say, after playing this game, I'm sorry I did.
Do you have a PSP still? Can you go
No.
back? Can you go
Actually,
pick up
technically I can go back because you can get on the PS Vita, I believe.
one? All right. So tell me about this game. What is it?
So this is an RPG, very classic style, of like a party system and all that stuff. And you are playing Prince Pietro, and he's like a kid. Like it's very kiddie. It's a very kiddie kind of game.
Ni no Kuni?
Yeah. I would say it even fits that art style in a lot of ways.
Oh, okay.
And you are in your little kingdom, and then through magical means and deception and betrayal, you end up in a different world, and you're trying to find your way back.
All right.
And meanwhile, you pick up all your friends, a bunch of cool, like a wolf. Everybody likes dogs. It's kind of like a dog. A wolf, a pumpkin-head man, who's one of my favorite characters, and a bunch of other cool people.
Kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy Tactics, being lost in the book and teleported to a whole new world. And the Pumpkinhead thing, actually, Tactics Ogre had a whole Pumpkinhead thing.
Yeah, maybe it harkens to a couple other games, but
Because the gameplay is
a tactics game. Yeah, so you run around the map just like you would any other RPG, like Final Fantasy, like all those basically. Your party's following behind you. But when you get into a battle, which are random, it turns into a tactics game. But I want to emphasize, this game moves faster than most RPGs I've ever played, even though it's a tactics game. When you move, you have the option to attack as you're moving. So if you're going to move and you hit an enemy, you can say, attack it. And you go, okay, boom. So you attack it, hit it. There's not like a whole lot of loading. There's not a whole lot of menus getting in the way. You have spells that you can cast as area of effects. So sometimes it'll shoot out in front of you in a big straight line. Sometimes it'll be a big circle. And as you level up, the spell levels up, and that circle can get bigger, wider, whatever, what have you.
the combat system in it reminds me of Ark the Lad, Twilight Princess. That's actually on PS4 right now for the PS2, PS4 thing for $14.99. The combat's a lot like that, if you know what that is.
Yeah, so it's pretty great. It's very simple. The combat moves fast, so you just run through it. It actually encourages leveling up because when you level up, you gain all your HP back. So it encourages that whole grinding thing. And I recommend you do it for a little bit. The game is not that challenging, and you can switch the difficulty on the fly. I recommend if you played RPGs, you just switch it to difficult because it needs to be that way. And you can also adjust random encounters. So you can have more or less depending on how you want to do it. So if
Which
you're
is
farming,
typically one of the complaints about RPGs like this.
Absolutely.
The random battle system.
I love this concept. So when you're like wanting to farm, you turn it up.
Yeah.
And then when you're just like, okay, I'm done with the mission, I gotta just run to this guy, just turn it down.
Yep.
That's it.
And if you want it somewhere in between Goldilocks.
Yeah, go middle for the middle one that makes no sense, obviously, at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So as far as gameplay goes, I basically described it, but there's also another side, which is farming. If you're into farming simulators, this game can...
Farmville?
No. Well, yeah, in a way. Like Harvest Moon. Have you ever played those Harvest Moon games?
Yeah.
It's got a light Harvest Moon element to it. It's completely side quest, though. Like, you do not need to do it at all. So I personally am kind of burnt out on those games. I loved Harvest Moon, but I kind of tapered away from the series.
Gotcha.
And I don't really have any interest in it, but it is there. It's more of an end game, though.
Okay.
So you can jump in it that way. There's crafting in it as well, but it's a lot lighter than a lot of RPGs, so it's kind of not worth mentioning. So graphically, it's a very simplistic-looking, cartoony game. It's not the most... it's not going to blow you away as some more 3D focused games will, but it still looks good. It still looks really good, and the art style is so fitting, and the voice acting is all kiddie, so
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
Is it actual voice acting, or
Yeah.
is it like, hey?
There's some of that, and then it's like half and half. It's kind of weird where they decided to pick what to say, but there are cutscenes in it, but they're also animated, so it's just like a cartoon. They look good. The sound, like I said, the voice acting's cool. The music is hit or miss. There's some good songs. Like the battle music is really catchy. there are some songs that come across. It's like, why would this be in the game? I don't really understand it. So whatever.
So did this game actually earn the Spencer's actually not muting it award?
No, I muted it.
Oh, you muted it.
I muted it. It's very hard to get that award. Yeah. Eventually, especially when you're grinding, it's like, fuck it. I'm not going to listen to this. I'll listen to a podcast or something.
So pros and cons.
Pros are very simple, very classic RPG, which is just what I needed right now. It's a return to form for me. I like that the different options that they give you as far as if it's too hard or too easy. It's mostly going to be too easy. I'll say that. And the characters, which I can't emphasize enough, are amazing. This is how you do it. Like, you don't make a game that's so complicated, that has so many characters in it, like some of the other games I'm playing.
Fire Emblem.
Project X Zone 2. It has very, like I'd say 8 like main real characters that you get to play with and stuff, and or that you can closely interact with. And they all have engaging stories that slowly develop over the course of the game. And it's like, oh, that's delightful. Like, okay, I didn't know, like, cool twist. And it's because it's so simple and intimate
That you can actually
appreciate
get into
it.
each one of the stories.
Absolutely. Like, you can appreciate it, and it doesn't bog down. There's no big side quest that you have to do to understand a character. They get the point across really well.
Good.
Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Some of the cons are kind of like I said, it's a two-edged sword. It's very easy overall, especially if you grind. Like, forget it. It's easy. And I wish they would be more detail oriented with the stats. When you level up, they don't actually tell you like what improved or anything. Which to people that are like stat whores, like I think me and you kind of tend to be, it can be frustrating. Like, I want to know how much my HP increased. Like, I would like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't really care to tell you.
If the difficulty doesn't require me to, I'm not going to pay attention.
True. It's two edged on that. Overall, as far as a recommendation, it's $40. If you love like JRPGs and stuff like that, this is a must. These games don't come out that often anymore, where it's just a simple turn-based RPG with simple characters in it. We never see that anymore.
Yeah.
And to get an opportunity to play that is fantastic. There are people that will be turned off by the kiddie nature of it. Forget it. Don't get it. It's that way throughout. And there are people that don't like turn-based games. If you don't like that, forget it. But if you want just a simple, fun RPG, this game is better than a lot of the games that have come out lately. So definitely recommend for that genre. I'm Spencer.
I'm Eric.
Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to give this video a like, comment below, and subscribe to our channel. We do new reviews and podcasts every week. And you can get in on the action on twitch.tv/thisisthe every Saturday at 11 a.m. Arizona Standard. Take a look at our gear on Spreadshirt.com and scratch that fashion itch. Download our app on the store. If you have any questions, email us at the show at theitchnetwork.com.